Welcome, Gucci and Benjy Bradshaw. So excited that you guys are here. Thank you so much for coming and doing this interview with us. Your fans are so excited about your new single and your new collaboration together. So we wanted to just ask you several questions and learn more. Okay, so I just wanted to say, like, the new single sounds amazing. Oh my God, it's called Marry Me. We love it.
Thank you.
And we wanted to know a little bit more about how you guys started on this process and how did you start, collaborating on Marry Me and why? Tell us more.
So, Benjy had a song out called Lorona. It was really 80s. It was a real 80s vibe. And I started the beat for Marry Me and with Benjy in mind, actually. I started the beat with Benjy in mind, and I was just like, okay, I wanted to make something that's really 80s, really poppy, but 80s but modern at the same time. So I made the beat, I sent it to Benjy, and he loved it. Yeah. He sent me back the vocals, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. So yeah, that's pretty much how that was.
Yeah. Nice. And Gucci, can you tell us a little bit more about producing the track? You mentioned about producing the beats and then working on the vocals. So first want to know a little bit more about the track, and then Benjy, we want to learn more about the lyrics and the story behind it. So
just like I said, I heard Benjy's song, Lorona. It was 80s. And I started off with maybe like the drums or something like that.
Nice.
And just to keep the tempo up, keep it bouncy. That was pretty much it. The bells was the thing. Amazing. It was, and then Benjy put his own little twist on it as well, and made it a song. It made it a song. Yeah.
Okay, so Benjy, my question for you is: the new song feels different than the other work that you've done before. Right. It feels just a little bit it has a new direction to it. Can you tell us a little bit more about this new creative direction and the story behind Marry Me and the lyrics?
Sure, yeah. Well, number one, Gucci, it wouldn't be possible without Gucci.
Thank you.
We talked about,
appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. And he had the beat. I mean, all I had to do was walk in and write some words on it, which was really easy because like my other stuff, I always write the music and the lyrics. But this was like I just got to show up and write some lyrics.
Yeah.
So he already had the title of Marry Me, so that was pretty incredible. I didn't have to think. And at the time, he was like, "You just do whatever. The title doesn't even matter." But I something about "Marry Me" struck a chord, literally.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, "Marry Me," and I was like, something about it was like dark 80s. Yeah. And I had to put my own personal experience. So I just made the song that was a little bit dark. And the twist on it is I thought it'd be cool to have a song called Marry Me about marrying someone. But the twist is that when they said marry me, it actually scared me away. Right. And that was the opposite effect of like marry as a happy thing, but marry as a dark thing. So that's kind of how that started there, and then I worked on the lyrics, and then like Gucci said, I sent it to him, and he loved it like the first listen, right?
Yeah, the first listen.
So that's cool.
Great. And so that's what inspired you. Did you have any inspiration or influences from other artists or other songs that you interwove into the new single "Marry Me"? For both of you.
Yeah.
Either one of you can start.
Just Benjy. Just Benjy with his song that was already out. That's what really inspired me to make that. And like I said, I had Benjy in mind, and I sent it over, and he loved it. So that's you were the inspiration.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, same. I mean, I was trying to make him proud. I was like, let's make Gucci proud. But also, like to your other point, like it was a different direction, but I liked the direction. I thought it was really cool that I finally collaborate with another artist because I always do my own thing. So I loved his previous work. So I was like, okay, let me take a little bit of Gucci as well into my mind. And so I put a little bit of Gucci spin on Benjy, and
I think that was good.
Yeah.
I think we can all relate to the song. It does hit close to home. So just parlaying into romance and the challenges of it. This is sort of about the music, but a little bit more about just what is your general advice about love and for all the singles out there, because the song is about finding love, and maybe it's not in all the right places that you're looking for, so it doesn't always work out. So, can you tell us just your personal experience?
I mean, like for me, basically, I feel like it was obviously a dark thing. I think the still marriage scares me. I don't know if I'll ever get to that point where I'll be able to, but and that's my own, I have to figure that part out. But I think it was a beautiful song in the sense that it helped me realize that there is a fear I have of marriage, and it like literally did help me. I uncovered that through the song.
Oh, wow.
I realized I'm like, you know what, I have a big phobia, and I'm like, this is not a good sign if I'm going to be in a serious relationship.
No, it's not.
So
not
any advice? Yeah. So advice I have would be, for me, is just to find yourself first, to like figure out who you are before you venture out, because. If you kind of lead someone on like in that, I mean, unless you're trying to lead them on, but for me, it's like if you're leading them on and then you're not really going to get married, I think it's a complicated thing. So that's just my own 2 cents. I don't know, Gucci, what do you think?
I don't really have a phobia about getting married. I just definitely got to find the right person to get married to. I think that's pretty much it. For some advice, just be yourself, man. Just be yourself. Keep a smile on your face and stay positive. That's pretty much it.
I love it.
Yeah, I think that. I think that's it. Yeah.
What inspired you? How did you come up with that title? Tell us a little bit more.
So I didn't have a title originally. I just went online, and it felt something like love, but not love, but love. I don't know how to explain it. And so I just typed in something, and then like "Marry Me" popped up. I was like, oh, okay, all right, this is cool. So I just named it that. I just named it "Marry Me."
Nice.
And that's kind of that story.
And so the story just started developing, and then you guys kind of started connecting, and then you started your creative process and building that story together. That's really cool.
So definitely just from the title, and then like Benjy said, he just wrote lyrics.
Based on that one word. Two words.
Can you tell us a little bit about your lyric or writing process?
Writing process. Well, like the beat was there, so I literally, for this song, I knew it was going to be about marriage because of the title.
Right.
And I went into my little closet where I have my recording studio. And I went in there and I just felt 80s, and I went in there and I think the first thing I said was, I'm trying to remember now, I actually have a voice memo. I might have lost it actually because it's my old phone.
Oh, yeah.
But it basically started with like da-da-da-da-da, yeah. And that yeah part reminded me kind of a hip hop, like something, I wanted to add something like that made me feel that kind of vibe.
Like that did like the new hip hop thing,
It's
or
like
the new kind of wave.
Yeah, like the new wave that's going on, like kind of repeat a little bit. So I was like, that's different. I've never done that in that way before. But I just kept it simple and was building up to like, what is the twist in the story? I always want the twist. So that's when I was like, the twist is that you're leading up to the fact that the word "marry me" isn't in the way you thought when you heard the title. It's more of like, oh wait, this guy freaked out when they said "marry me," not that he fell in love when they said "marry me." So
I love the twist.
Thank you.
That's what life is all about.
Right.
It's the twists and turns and like the unexpected moments. So when things don't really go the way you planned, and then you're like, oh my gosh.
Right.
But that makes it exciting.
Right.
So I have another question for you, actually, just based on what you were talking about, 80s. So why the 80s? Why not the 90s? Why not the early 2000s? Like, tell us more about why are the 80s such a big influence in your music style?
The 80s is just a great decade of music. Like, just different genres had really, really, really great music. And it was just a really great decade of music.
Any influences that, like, any singers or artists that or bands that from the 80s that you really love that come to mind?
So we were listening to the Police. Culture Club.
Oh my god.
What else?
I listened to, so for the vocal, I listened to Alexander O'Neal, who's like an 80s slow jam singer.
Who else? What
did we say?
About the 80s.
We were talking about, those are the main ones we said. There's that one you sent me that was like, really, I don't know anymore, but there's a lot of influences. We just basically agreed. We love the 80s.
I actually have a question for you. Through this like collaboration, were there any challenges that came along the way? Any bumps around the road, or was it smooth sailing, or like how was that creative relationship? How did it work out?
Amazing.
Yeah.
No, this is a rare thing. Like, I mean, honestly, we work so well. We're not even in the same state.
Yeah.
Nashville, Nashville, New York.
Right.
We literally, and this is also a year in the making. It wasn't just yesterday. Like,
it's definitely been
maybe over a year now. I don't know, at least a year.
But yeah, definitely.
So it was just literally through Instagram messages and texting.
Yep.
So
phone calls.
It's so easy to work.
Yeah.
Like, we really work well together.
That's pretty much it.
So it's a blessing.
Do you have any advice for other creatives who want to do collaboration?
Keep open mind. Just keep open mind.
Yeah.
Stay positive and keep open mind and just be really, really humble. And enjoy the person you're working with.
Right.
Oh, that's really great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Love it.
Woo!